W.F. Howes presents an unabridged recording of Jane Austen's bookshelf, The Women Writers Who Shaped a Legend, by Rebecca Romney, narrated by Julia Winwood. Introduction. You see, but you do not observe. Sherlock Holmes, A Scandal in Bohemia. It all started with a book that made me curious. I was on a house call in Georgetown, invited to browse the personal book collection of a woman who used to be a professional rare book dealer like me. In the tree-dappled sunlight that filtered through the windows, I spent the afternoon combing through her library. As the wind grazed the branches outside, the light within the room shifted, sparkling across the antique rug, the gently worn furniture, and the bookcases. Every shelf had been filled with books that quietly spoke to her discernment. Instead of a flashy modern edition of Pride and Prejudice, this woman had a rather ugly one, bound in drab brown paper boards resembling dilapidated cardboard. It also bore an unusual revised title, Elizabeth Bennet or Pride and Prejudice. Despite its humble appearance, I knew the book was incredibly rare. It was the first edition of Pride and Prejudice published in the United States from 1832. A woman who kept this book on her shelf knew a good book when she saw it, even if others around her might overlook it. Jane Austen is one of my favourite writers. She was born in 1775 in the English countryside, Steventon, Hampshire, and went on to become the first great woman writer in English, according to one of her many modern biographers. She wrote 6 major novels, along with a novella, 2 other incomplete novels, and what scholars call juvenilia, early writing she composed when she was growing up. I have always been drawn to Austen's confidence, how she guides the reader through her heroine's struggles and uncertainties. And I like her wit, which shines in the details she chooses to linger on. Austen died fairly young, at the age of 41, and I have often wished that she had lived to write more. But on that house call, it wasn't Pride and Prejudice that made me curious. I have handled many different editions of Austen's books over the years, including a wide variety of 19th century ones. We would certainly purchase this copy. It was another shelf that drew my eye, one lined with a series of books that had been published during the 1890s and early 1900s by Macmillan in London, recognisable because of their stunning emerald green cloth bindings and elaborate gilt spines.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?